Hey guys, so if you guys want to see this fried rice from start to finish, then keep on watching. So here are some of the ingredients we're going to be using: broccoli, cauliflower, we got some shrimps, we have some carrots, bean sprouts, we have some soy sauce, we have some ginger paste, we have some garlic, crab imitation, and then we also have some hoisin sauce, and then the star of the show, the white rice that we made the night before. I'm gonna go ahead and chop out all my carrots, my shrimps, and my crab imitation, and we'll proceed. So I went ahead and cut my shrimps in smaller pieces, in 2 pieces and 3 pieces, because the shrimps were big, and although I like the shrimps to be big, it was not gonna be enough for the rice. Here I have my crab imitation, which me and Marlene have been eating all week. We're just like obsessed with this. I did cut it up in die-sized pieces. If I had another additional bag, I would have let them like whole and big chunks because I like it in big chunks. So I went ahead and just cut it up in different sizes so that it can be dispersed throughout the rice. So that when you're eating the rice, every bite that you get gets a little bit of vegetables, crab imitation, and some shrimps. Here I cut up my carrots like almost like a chip style because the ones that I had were way too big. So these are the ingredients that I just chopped up. So this is the wok that we're gonna be using. We got this from Kohl's for I believe like $19.99. You can actually find these pots. Don't mind the little dirt. At Ross, TJ Maxx, they have little individual ones too that you can make for like yourself. So go ahead and check them out because they always have good wok. Just have some oil in the wok, and we have some ginger paste and some garlic. We like to use a lot of garlic in our dishes, so we took 2 big tablespoons of that. So what we're just doing is letting the oil infuse with the garlic and the ginger. And let me tell you something, this rice was so freaking good. I didn't think it was gonna be this good, but it was bomb. Like, I'm excited to eat it tomorrow. So here we're just taking our broccoli and our cauliflower. So some of the pieces were a little bit dark, as you can see. It's because we buy so much vegetables during the week that, it's hard for us to make it right away, and we were definitely not gonna throw this out. So we was like, you know what, I don't care how it looks, I'm still gonna eat it. And it turned out really, really good. So what we're doing here is just letting our broccoli infuse with the ginger, the garlic. We're also gonna be adding the carrots. We did add a little bit of salt because I find that vegetables always need to be salted a little bit with salt or whatever salt of your choice. Here we have the carrots, and we decided to put the vegetables a little bit early because my dad is very finicky and very particular with his vegetables. Like, if we leave it crunchy, he'll be like, no, this is not cooked right. So we definitely had to go ahead, put the vegetables in a little bit longer. So as you can see, we're just sauteing them here with the oil, and it looks so good. I could just imagine this with a little bit of hoisin sauce, soy sauce over white rice. Boom, bam. So good. So here what I'm doing is taking 2 tablespoons of cornstarch because this is gonna be the thickening agent for the fried rice. For me personally, now that I made it and stuff like that, I'm like, why do we put the cornstarch? But it does make it thicker, if that makes any sense. And it made like the bottom of the rice like almost like con or pegao. It was so freaking good, you guys. We used a cup of water, and now we're gonna take a cup of soy sauce. And I know it sounds like a lot of liquid, and it's gonna look like it's a lot of liquid, but the longer you let your rice cook, because you want to, after you add all the ingredients, you want to let your rice cook for a little bit because you want all the ingredients to, mesh well together and just get heated up well together. The longer you let your rice cook, I feel like it tastes even better, if that makes any sense. So here I'm just gonna add my soy sauce, and just make sure that you move the bottom very well because you do have cornstarch at the bottom. And then we're gonna take our hoisin sauce. I was only gonna do 2 tablespoons of it, but Marlene said 4, because she's the one that wanted to make this dish. She's the chef of the day. And hoisin sauce is so good. Like, I never thought I was gonna like it, but it's really good. I just can't explain how good it is. It's just delicious. So if you're making Chinese food at home, just get you this to make your chicken and broccoli, beef and broccoli, shrimp and broccoli, right, Mar? So good for your rice and stuff like that. It just gives it like a good flavor. It's so hard to explain, but just pick this up, man. I'm just gonna continue dissolving this, and look at my vegetables. How freaking good. This is how we want our vegetables. I would have left mine crunchy, but my dad, you already know how my dad is. Here I'm just adding my rice, and it is taking me a little bit longer to add my rice because when you leave rice overnight in the fridge, it tends to get like hard just because it's cold, you know what I mean? So I'm just taking a fork and fluffing it up and then adding it to my wok, and I'm just gonna continue to work the pan. It's gonna take you a while to break up the pieces and stuff like that and heat everything up. So don't you worry, don't panic. You just gotta wash your rice and continue to move it over and over and over again. This rice was amazing. In my opinion, I feel like it's so much better than just going to your Chinese food spot. And don't get me wrong, I love Chinese food, especially if you're tired and you want to pick something up, but there's nothing like cooking at home. You put whatever ingredients you want, you know what I'm saying? It lasts you for a couple days. You know, you could put this in the freezer, you could put it in the fridge, you know, meal prep, and you have Chinese food for whenever you want. Like, this was amazing. The vegetables are not expensive at all. Crab imitation is not expensive at all. I'm pretty sure everybody got rice in their house. The only thing that's probably expensive is gonna be the shrimps, but that's pretty much it. This is super affordable and good for, you know, night of the week. And if you have a lot of family members, this is perfect. Right now, I'm just going to add my bean sprouts. My bean sprouts were in the fridge for a couple days. As you can see, they're a little bit colored. I had to cut the edges of the bean sprouts because they were a little bit dark. And that's from them sitting in the fridge with water and stuff, even though they were in a Ziploc bag. You know, certain vegetables like retain water for some reason. So look at my rice. It's looking so pale, so white right now. But right now we're gonna add our liquid, and it's going to look like a lot of liquid. When I first added the liquid and the more I moved it, I was a little scared. I'm not gonna lie, because I thought,
bitching at me. She's like, yeah, you put too much liquid.
Yeah, I was telling her, this is way too much liquid. I don't think this is gonna work. But the longer you let your rice cook, like I said earlier, I'm telling you, it's just gonna work well. It's not mushy, it's not soggy, it's not overly wet. My dad literally took the bottom of the pan and he was scraping the bejesus out of it, like, because the bottom, like, you know, como que se pega, like pegao, or like, you know, con, and it's so freaking good. Like, this was the best rice we've ever made. Any, you know, like fried rice, you know, this was amazing. What you gotta say, Mark? What you gotta say?
Fire. Can you congratulate me? Because I told you this was gonna be bomb, and you were like, this looks too wet. I don't know about this. She was at the dinner table saying how good it was. This is delicious.
It was good. It was not salty. In my opinion, I feel like it needed a little bit of more soy sauce, but that's just me. My dad was like, no. And then the more that I ate it, I was like, you know what? You don't need it. You don't need to add, you know, over season with soy sauce.
It's because you got low sodium soy sauce.
Yeah, that's why. That's what it was. I forgot to cook my eggs, you guys, so I had to go ahead and make it in a different pan. So I was mixing it up, and then I did cook my shrimps. I left them a little bit undercooked because since I'm gonna add them to the rice is already done, but I'm gonna let them cook through with the rice a little bit longer. And it turned out perfect. They were not overly gummy. The eggs were not, you know, hard or chewy. Like, everything was just perfect. This was the best fried rice we've ever made in our life. So go ahead and make it. Send me a DM, send me a Snapchat if you have not added us in Snapchat. I'm gonna put it right here. Make sure you add us, man, and DM us and show us pictures. I hope you guys make this and enjoy it. Okay, you guys, so this is the final product. If you guys want to see more videos like this, give it a thumbs up, like it, comment down below, and we're gonna pair it with these mini vegetable egg rolls from PF Chang, right?
Yeah, please do not mind Woody. He's out of control crying because it's dinner time. So that's what you hear in the background.
Yeah, so we hope you guys enjoy. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.